Now in the past we got from BTS the BTS-05 minions. Now what that was exactly was two updated versions of Rumble and Frenzy. They were called Tremor and Frequency. They were sold pretty well. They actually sold out from their original manufacturers, and BTS went about to continue this tradition. So we have BTS-05 Part 2, which is Nightfang and Savage, or Savage and Nightfang. These are third-party interpretations and modern interpretations of Ratbat and Ravage. So here's pretty much of the G1 interpretations of what exists thus far. I guess I could include the Senator Ratbat from Universe, but I'm going to stick with the cassettes right now. So we have the G1 version, which was released many times. We had the Classics version that came with Hound, and we had the world's smallest version, which I don't want to touch because he's so small. So very small. And he had Ratbat in his G1 cassette form. Unfortunately for Ratbat, he had just that Universe toy as I just mentioned, and a animated keytar, so he was pretty short when it came to toys. So it's nice to get something like that. So we're going to jump into this, we're going to crack these guys open, and we're going to check out what BTS gave us in store. Very nice box like before, so let's do this. So we're going to start with the cassette modes. Just like the previous BTS releases, they come in nice Microman-esque carrying cases, which have the little BTS logo on them, which is a nice touch that they do that. And it seems to be that the quality of the toys remains the same. Use of die cast in specific areas, like the previous ones, which is a very nice touch from third-party stuff. And really sturdy plastic. So we're going to start with Ravage. We're going to transform him. Just to show you here, simple purples everywhere, very nice. So you just pretty much pull up his head like that, pull his tail out like that. He has that articulated tail with multiple joints, which is kind of nice. And it's a pull out. You pull the legs out like that. Now you would think it kind of ends here like a G1 Ravage, but it actually doesn't. They added a little bit of a twist on the amount of kibble that can be used. There's pieces here that are three-dimensional that actually come out on a ball joint. Like so, and it's ball jointed, which is kind of interesting. It's the same thing segmented in the front. Now, people might be on the fence about this look for Ravage. It's a very different look, but it's another twist on what can be done with with the kibble, so to speak. I mean, this toy has been reimagined many times before. To be honest, if I had to pick, I still think the Classics interpretation done by Universe 2.0 with Hound was probably the best one, but it's still a nice touch. A nice twist on it, and hey, maybe you could repaint it and turn it into a Howlback, or maybe Glit if you paint it white. Give yourself a spin on things, but still pretty cool. An extra added gimmick with it is that he actually is compatible with the previous BTS PAL drivers, and they advertise it that, use it with Tremors. Not much has changed about the silhouette, so to speak, and it kind of looks silly. But again, it's kind of just to get more mileage out of the toys that you've previously bought, and make use of them, at least to mix them up. For people that are asking, unfortunately, the G1 missiles do not fit in there, just to end that question right now. But aside from that, not much that could be said about Ravage. He's clearly going to be the weaker of the two, and the one that a lot of people either scoff or go, I don't know if I want that one. Now let's get to the best part of this set, and that's the Ratbat. Now, the Ratbat, I think, makes this whole set, again, it's very simple on the outside, but for a cassette transformation, you pull this forward, you pull this back, It's very, very simple, but as expected. And you almost kind of halfway see where this is going. You have the split here in the center, which is very, very nice that they actually like. It seems like they go for very 3D orientation, which is really, really cool. And then he has the articulated mouth. He has his ears and everything. And there you have one really wicked looking Ratbat. Very cool. Articulated neck there. A lot going for him, this one. There we go. Put the tail back. Just really, really cool, this one. Now Ratbat has a also cross-using gimmick with the previous set. Now, while the shortcomings of Ravage are seen here with the PAL drivers used with frequency, Ratbat is meant to merge with Tremor in a really cool throwback kind of way to the character's other interpretations. So what you do first with the character is you're going to turn his tail sideways, and you're going to take out the peg here that would normally make his tail. And we'll set him aside for now. Now, here is Tremor without his head. Here it is with his head, just for the heck of it. What you do is you're going to have him in robot mode, you tuck his head in. So he's headless. Ratbat and, well, Savage and Nightfang, as they're called, both come with this little peg piece here. Small little peg piece that a lot of people are going, well, what the heck is that? You know, very, very small. What you do is you take your Tremor, and if you turn it around, there was two pegs that are always on the toy. And you put it on the back there. Purple. Very purple. Now, there's two little pegs that are on the front there of the tail segment. Goes on there. And then you move the head more forward. And now you have your interpretation of a Senator Ratbat. From Marvel Comics, the Dreamwave Comics, the IDW Comics. And this, I think, is a really cool gimmick that adds to it. Another cool thing too is because Tremor has 3mm clip points, you could deck him out with all kinds of weapons and have a really cool looking Senator Ratbat. So I think this is really what sells the set. And considering that the set usually sells for $15, this alone is worth it. This is just a bonus. So definitely check it out for Senator Ratbat. So that's all I can really say about that. Now, if you have to ask me, is $15 really worth it? Yes. Considering how cheap these could be, between 15 and 20 bucks, I think Big Bad Toy Store had it for like $15.99. It's really worth your time, especially considering that Ratbat has really not had a proper reimagining of his G1 toy, and this gets two characters in one. You buy it just for this. The Ravage is an extra bonus that maybe you could use for a custom or something, but get it for Ratbat. So this is Protoman of Protoretro, and this has been a video review of Savage and Nightfang of the BTS-05 Part 2 cassette line. So until then, roll out.